Hey, this is Tuhon Aditya from LightHaven. Today we are going to be talking about drawing cuts. There are a couple of different ways to do a drawing cut. A drawing cut basically implies that you're cutting as you're drawing your weapon. I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite ways of doing a drawing cut with a smaller machete-sized sword. First we're going to learn the movement with a stick, and then we'll move on to a blade. Before we begin, it would mean a lot if you subscribe to the channel. At the end of the video, if you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like, share and comment on the video. All these things help out the school a lot. So this is based on the first of your dirty dozens or your redondos or your flywheel, however you want to call it. In dirty dozen number 1, what you're essentially doing is you're drawing the stick up your chest and hitting out with an angle 1 or a vertical strike like an angle 10 and coming back to your waist. That is a double stick drill where you're supposed to then go on to the next stick. But here we're going to do it with a single stick. And instead of going up your chest, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going out like a strike. The context of this cut is when you're really close to somebody and you don't have space for the big drawing movement. What you're going to start with is with the stick sort of in this medium load position. And I'm going to use my other hand to keep it in place, almost simulating a scabbard. From here, instead of drawing it up my chest, I'm going to go straight in front, like a strike with the punyo, to the face level. I'm aiming for the chin or the neck. I'm going to strike, and now from here, I'm going to cut straight down, bring it back to my hip. Your strike should be enough that it clears the top of the stick from this hand that's keeping it in place here. And then it cuts back into this position. So get used to that, get comfortable with that. Make sure that two different movements but which have a smooth transition between them. So don't just go, because there is no, here you're just drawing the stick or the sword. There is no first initial strike there. Make sure that there's an initial strike and then the cut. So you're striking with the punyo and then cutting, striking and then cutting. When you first do this, you can do it with a side step. So what I'm going to do is, as I extend my punyo towards my opponent, I'm going to side step. And now from here, I'm going to, before I do the circular cut, I'm going to take a step back. You can also just cut from here itself, except that I've seen people go and hit themselves in the leg. So what you want to do is side step as you extend and hit, and this leg goes back as you cut down, and it comes back into this medium load position. Again, this hand is covering it like a scabbard. Once you are comfortable with this movement, when you're making sure that with your strike the stick has left that chambered position, and when you're making sure that you're able to whip that cut and not hit yourself, and use that back step to add power into that whip, when you're comfortable with all these things, we're going to add 2 more cuts in here just to make it a well-rounded drill, so you can come back to this position. And again, later when we have the sword, when we're doing this with the sword, we want to be able to come back to a position where we can again resheath the sword and start again. So what you're going to do is, you're going to start square. The stick is going to be again in the medium load position. This hand is going to act almost like it's holding a scabbard in place. I'm going to side step and hit with the punyo. As I step back with this leg, I'm going to whip my wrist down, cut down. From here, I am going to cut low, horizontal low, almost across those knees, and then circular across the neck, coming back here. From this position, you can come back with a thrust and a slash, you can come back with a higher cut, whatever it is that you want. But when we go back to the sword, this is the position where you reset, come back to square, and again you can resheath your sword and start again. The second cut you can also, if you want, cut across the belly, and the third cut is across the neck, coming back. First, be able to do this smoothly. to be able to do everything smoothly with no power. Once you can do it smoothly, then you're going to start adding these whipping motions into it. So I've hit with the punyo. As I take this step back, my wrist is going to drop and it's going to whip that slash. That's what's going to add the power in this sort of smaller space. I don't have space for a big wind up. I'm going to drop this wrist and whip my weapon into the slash as I take that step back. That's what's going to add power to it. Now from here, as you can see, my hip is turned. I'm going to use my hip, unfurl my hip to add power into that slash. Again, I don't have space for a big wind up. So I'm going to unfurl my hip to add power in that slash. And from here, again, I'm going to whip my wrist into that circular slash. I've hit. That's the first. Now we go to our blade. Now this should not need to be said, but I'm going to say anyway. As soon as you go with the live blade, you have to be a lot more careful. I'm going to hold the scabbard somewhere near my hip. Please make sure. So this current scabbard has these grooves for my fingers. But if you do not have a scabbard with grooves for your fingers, it's better to be slightly lower down than further up. It just protects your hands from being cut as you draw the sword out. Once I've come back to the live blade, I'm going to again break it up into the movements the same way I did in the beginning. So from here, I'm going to sidestep and hit. As I hit, I want to clear the blade. I'm going to take that step back, cut down. From here, I'm going to turn my hip, cut low or cut across the belly, circular across the neck, come back. Again, resheath the sword. One thing to keep in mind, that if my sword is facing down, if the edge is facing down, when I go to do this, my wrist is going to be in a strange position. You need the sword to be flat to the ground, like this. From this position, I can easily extend for that punyo strike, and then as I step back, I'm going to whip my hand and reorient the blade to cut down. My hip is turned. I'm going to unfurl my hip as I cut across, and then cut that neck. Come back. If you don't want to telegraph the fact that you are going for a drawing cut, then you can start like this in a normal way that you'll be holding the scabbard, the edge facing down, and then as you go for that side step is when you turn it up. So as I go for that, I turn it up and I extend in the same movement, strike, cut, cut. It's facing down, now it's facing the side before I draw. I hit on the face, step back, cut down, cut, cut. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. If you have anything to add to the discussion, please do comment down below, especially if you have any requests for future videos. Also, please do subscribe to the channel. It does help the school and the channel out a lot. And see you guys in the next video.